Alright, this one's called The Hat. Murphy, Murphy. Murphy showed up at Mass one Sunday. Murphy showed up at Mass one Sunday, and the priest almost fell down when he saw him. He'd never been to church in his life. After Mass, the priest caught up with him and said, "Oh, Murphy, I am so glad you decided to come to Mass. What made you come?" Murphy said, "Well, I gotta be honest with you, Father. A while back, I misplaced me hat, and I really loved that hat. Now, I know that McGlynn had a hat just like mine, and I knew he came to church every Sunday. I also knew that he had to take off his hat during Mass, and I figured he'd leave it in the back of the church. So, I was going to leave after communion and steal McGlynn's hat." The priest said, "Well, Murphy, I noticed that you didn't steal McGlynn's hat. What changed your mind?" Murphy replied, "Well, after I heard your sermon on the 10 Commandments, I decided that I didn't need to steal McGlynn's hat after all." With a tear in his eye, the priest gave Murphy a big smile and said, "Oh, after I talked about 'thou shalt not steal,' you decided you would rather do without your hat than burn in hell?" Murphy slowly shook his head. "No, Father. After you talked about 'thou shalt not commit adultery,' I remembered where I left me hat." Oh, that's a good one. "Thou shalt not commit adultery. And especially not forget your hat where you left." That's kind of cute.